cash has been king for centuries. From the earliest coins to paper notes, money has always been something we can hold. But what happens when money becomes nothing more than code on a screen? China is leading the world into that future with its digital yuan, the world's first major central bank digital currency. Some call it innovation, others call it surveillance. But one thing's for sure, it could change how billions of people spend, save, and think about money. So today, we're diving deep into the digital yuan. What it is, how it works, why China launched it, and the big question, is this the start of the end for cash as we know it? Cut to bold text, Digital Yuan explained with futuristic sound effects. Number 1. What is the digital yuan? First things first, what exactly is the digital yuan? Also known as the e-CNY, the digital yuan is China's official central bank digital currency, CBDC. It's issued directly by the People's Bank of China, which means it's not like Bitcoin or Ethereum. It's not decentralized, it's not mined, and it's definitely not anonymous. Think of it as digital cash that you can store in an app on your phone instead of your wallet. You can use it for shopping, paying bills, or transferring money, just like using Alipay or WeChat Pay, except this time, the money comes straight from the central bank. And here's the key difference. Unlike Bitcoin, which is volatile and outside government control, the digital yuan is backed by the Chinese government, and every unit of it has the same value as a paper yuan. It's stable, it's official, and it's powerful. Number 2. Why did China create it? So why did China decide to create its own digital currency? There are a few big reasons. Number 1, modernization. China has one of the most advanced digital payment systems in the world, with apps like WeChat Pay and Alipay dominating everyday transactions. But the central bank doesn't directly control those platforms. The digital yuan lets the government modernize money itself and keep it under their control. Number 2. Reduce reliance on cash. Paper money is expensive to print, transport, and secure. Digital currency cuts those costs. Number 3. Global influence. By being the first major country to launch a CBDC, China is positioning itself as a leader in the future of money. Some experts even think it could challenge the US dollar's dominance in global trade. And finally, let's not forget data. A digital currency allows the government to see transactions in real time, something that cash and even private apps don't provide as fully. Number 3. How does it work? So how do you actually use the digital yuan? It works through a digital wallet app provided by China's central bank. You download the app, verify your identity, and then load it with digital yuan. From there, you can pay at shops, transfer money to friends, or even use it offline with QR codes and NFC. One of its most talked about features is programmability. The government can program money with conditions. For example, issuing digital yuan as stimulus, but with an expiration date, forcing people to spend it instead of saving. That's both powerful and a little scary, because it gives governments unprecedented control over how money moves through the economy. Number 4. Benefits of the digital yuan. Now let's talk about the positives, because yes, there are real benefits. Efficiency. Payments are instant and don't rely on banks or credit cards. Financial inclusion. People without bank accounts can still use digital yuan with just a smartphone. Lower costs. Businesses can avoid fees charged by payment processors. Fight against crime. Digital money is harder to counterfeit and easier to trace than cash. For everyday people, it could mean faster, cheaper, and more secure transactions. For businesses, it reduces friction and opens new opportunities. And for the Chinese government, it creates a powerful tool for steering the economy, from distributing aid instantly to controlling inflation. It's not all doom and gloom. In fact, many of these features are exactly why other countries, including the US and Europe, are studying their own versions of a digital currency. Number 5. The concerns. But here's where the story gets controversial. Privacy. Unlike cash, which is anonymous, the digital yuan leaves a trail. The central bank, and by extension the government, can see who spends what, when, and where. That raises big concerns about surveillance and personal freedom. Imagine buying a book that the government doesn't like. With cash, no one knows. With the digital yuan, the purchase is traceable. Another concern is control. Programmable money could mean stimulus today, but restrictions tomorrow. The government could, in theory, limit what you buy, set spending deadlines, or even freeze your funds instantly. There's also the global angle. If the digital yuan becomes popular internationally, it could give China more leverage in global trade and challenge the dollar's role as the world's reserve currency. That has major geopolitical implications. So while the digital yuan is efficient and innovative, it also opens the door to questions about freedom, security, and global power shifts. And those questions don't have easy answers. Number 6. Is this the end for cash? So, does this mean the end of cash? Not yet. For now, China has said the digital yuan will coexist with paper money. But make no mistake, the long-term goal is clear. Physical cash will likely fade as digital payments dominate. In fact, China is already far ahead of the rest of the world in becoming a cashless society. Walk through cities like Shanghai or Beijing, and you'll see street vendors, taxi drivers, even beggars using QR codes instead of coins. The digital yuan just makes that shift official. And if it succeeds, it could set a model that other countries follow. The real question is, will people accept it fully? Trust is the biggest factor. If people feel the digital yuan gives the government too much power, adoption might slow. But if it proves convenient and reliable, cash might soon feel as outdated as floppy disks. So, is China's digital yuan the start of the end for cash? Probably yes. But it's also the beginning of a new era in money. Whether that era brings efficiency and inclusion, or surveillance and control, depends on how governments choose to use this technology. What do you think? Would you be comfortable living in a world where cash no longer exists, and every transaction is tracked digitally? Let me know in the comments. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell for more deep dives into the future of money.